So I've just been informed that apparently I've been mispronouncing the name of this game for years. I always thought it was called Quix, like Nestle Quix, Quick Mix or whatever.
Oh boy.
But apparently it's called Kix, which, as someone who knows how to read, it's pretty shameful that I've been pronouncing it wrong all this time. Anyway, hey, what's cracking, beautiful creatures? I'm Carl Asami.
And I'm Max Cal, and this is the Game Boy version of Kix, based off of the 1981 arcade sleeper hit of the same name. And yeah, we're gonna give this a quick gander.
Yeah, this is a game that I bought on a whim at the flea market.
That's right.
What, 2 or 3
Wow.
years ago? I got it
That
for
long
about,
ago.
I think $4. He wanted $5, but I talked him with my good bargaining skills. I talked him down to $4. I haven't put too many hours into this game. It's been it's a game I usually bring with me when I'm going to like the DMV or a doctor's office or anywhere where I know I'm going to be waiting for a while. And it's a quick little puzzle game. You can get a bunch of rounds in real quickly without, getting too bored, I guess.
So, guess we'll just stick with the one-player game.
Yeah. So the point of this game is to kind of claim territory on the board here.
That's
You've
right.
got that center kind of abstract stick thing that's moving around. You want to avoid touching that, along with the around the borders of the play area. You can see those little sparkly things. Those are sparks that you also want to avoid. Otherwise, they will kill you.
So you're just trying to get as much as a playing field as possible.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
in this case, 75% or more. Yeah, so this game was it was originally made by Taito of America actually made this, and it was designed by a husband and wife team of Sandy and Randy Pfeiffer, and I can't seem to find too much information on these two.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find much info on them either, which is unfortunate because this game is kind of a cult classic for people who grew up in the 80s. It's largely forgotten by our generation of we were born in 87, but it's kind of a neat little game. It was it had a very, very popular initial start. A lot of people were into it when it was first released, but the fanfare quickly faded out as I guess the arcade scene was a little too populated. Oh god, got trapped there. So this was a game that was initially like very successful, but then the success was not long lasting, unfortunately.
Yeah, there were just probably bigger titles coming out around that time. Not to mention the brief American video game crash that
That's
probably
right.
didn't
Yeah,
help.
yeah. This did kind of come out around the video game crash era, so that I'm sure that didn't help.
or at least
Or a
it
little
would-
bit later, I
yeah,
guess. Yep.
at least 2 years later. No, there you go. There's level 1.
All right, this game was also ported to it was ported all over the place.
The Amigas, the
yeah.
Commodores,
Yeah,
every
DOS.
home computer you can think of.
So I imagine a lot of people have played this game, just probably not necessarily this version. All right, let's see. Now you'll notice that this little box in the lower right corner, there's a checkered one.
Oh yeah, why is that?
So there are 2 buttons that kind of initiate your drawing and taking of the board. One of them is this faster one, and then there's a slower. If you press the other button, you move a lot slower, but you gain a lot more points for taking the risk. So this is a puzzle game that's all about getting the high score. So you want to
Ooh.
use that as much as you can.
Kicks almost got you there.
Yep, yep. Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of hours into this game, so I'm not, for veteran players out there, you're probably scoffing at my strategies.
Yeah.
But I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best.
The only other game I ever
Oh.
played that was kind of similar to this is probably Centipede.
Yeah, I can see
mean,
that. Yeah.
I mean, they're completely different in terms of how they operate, but they have already a game over.
Yeah, this is a game that ends very quickly, especially when you don't really know how to play like I do. When you get a little bit further, you actually have to avoid 2 of those kicks in the center of the screen. And you can actually win the stage by separating the 2. But I've never
Right.
accomplished that myself. I'm
Right.
not very good at this.
Yeah, okay, so I'm now trying to give this a try. Oh, that's slower line. Oof. And, oh, I can't seem to... I guess once I make my square, I can only move within the borders of those.
Yeah, this is a game that's easy to learn. Seems not the easiest to master, and according to, I read an interview with the owner of Taito, and he said he thought the game was a little too hard to master, and there's really only so much you can do to optimize the gameplay, and that's probably why a lot of people, while they were initially high on this game, they kind of stopped playing it pretty quickly. But I have seen some footage of good players out there, and there's definitely a lot more strategy that we're not utilizing here.
I'm not doing too bad so far. Yeah, I wish there was a bit more to say about this game, but
Yeah.
probably the I think the most recent release of this game was back in 2009 when it was put on Xbox Live and PlayStation, or at least the PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm kind
I
of
think I-
surprised I've never seen this game in the arcades before. At least I don't recall ever encountering this
Uh,
particular game.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty striking game of the era. It had a pretty cool visual style for the time. The soundscape in the original arcade version is actually very cool. I quite like the sound design in the original release. You lose some of the nuance here in the Game Boy version.
Yeah, even looking up the Game Boy version, I couldn't find a whole lot of info on it. There were at least 3 names that were acknowledged, and they all worked on the sound design for this game, and even they didn't seem to do much after that.
Yeah, they're attached to I think one other game on the Game
Yeah,
Boy that
something
also
called Solar something or rather. Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
distracting
forget the name
myself
of it.
now. Oh, Solar Strikers. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about it. Although it was made by the. Oh, I forgot those were enemies. Wow, I didn't even complete this level. What's the other
yeah.
game? Another thing they did was also an adventure game called Maisa and Ikoku.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it was a Japanese-only adventure game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the team that made this also, they, let's see, what was the other game? Solar Strikers was released by, developed by, Minakuchi Engineering?
Oh, that's right. The people who made the Game Boy version of Bionic Commando.
Yeah, although they did not, the people who worked on this did not work on Bionic Commando, unfortunately.
Yeah, this was kind of a budget title. Oh,
That was
almost
close.
got you there. So what is Kix anyway?
Well, it's,
What kind of entity is it supposed to be?
I don't know. I think you have to kind of use your imagination to decide what's really going on here.
Yeah,
Oh, the movements are very hard to predict. One of the reasons why this game is so challenging.
Oh, getting cornered by those sparks.
Yep.
And wow. That's just mean.
Alright, I think I got myself out of that situation.
Woo.
Come on. Ah, I got it.
Yeah, you're definitely better at this than I am. I'm surprised we didn't turn this into a twin versus twin video.
Maybe we should. I've got a chance of winning this time.
Maybe Professor Eckes will come up with something.
Maybe. Now, as I recall, if you get far enough, there are some cute little cutscenes that they'll play in this version that's got Mario wearing a little sombrero or something.
Yeah, because Nintendo actually published this version of the game, so they were able to insert some Mario characters, which you're probably not going to see because we're not that great at this game.
And Mario wouldn't wear another sombrero until Mario Odyssey, as far as I know. So this game is in the same universe as Mario Odyssey.
It's canon.
It's canon. I'm saying it now.
I just noticed there's 4 sparks.
Yeah, they're being jerks. Oh God. Out of the way, you. Oh God. That's what I should be doing. Trapping them. Nice. Ooh. Come on, give me... There we go.
I'm not sure how bonus points work in this game.
Neither do I. It probably has to do with trying to trap him or something. I'm not exactly sure. Oh God, he went straight for me that time. He's getting angry.
Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, he's fast.
I'm gonna trap him.
Oh man, it really has it out for you.
Yeah, really. Oh jeez. He's chasing me.
You're getting cornered.
I got this.
Oh, you were so close.
Alright, this time it'll be totally different.
Oh, this is starting to remind me of those early, not Vertrix, but there's
The...
Vectrix.
Oh, yeah. Vector graphics with...
Yes, that's the word I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Dang it! Ah. You want to give it one more try?
Sure.
All right.
Would like to at least beat one level. So what are some of your favorite puzzle games?
Ooh, that's a toughie. Let's see. I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of Tetris and all of its variants. Love Magical Drop and
yeah.
Puzzle Bobble. Those are really good games. Puyo Puyo, of course, is a very good game. Also known as Kirby's Avalanche and what is it? Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah, that's the one that most people probably remember the most.
Yeah, those are really good games. And of course, Chip's Challenge, which was the one of the first episodes of Twin Opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely no stranger to puzzle games around these parts. The World of Goo, that's one of my favorite Wii games.
Definitely do a video on that someday.
Yeah, that's an excellent indie title that I'm really bummed that they haven't made a sequel to that. That was also made by a 3-person team, if I recall.
Yeah.
Quite a bit more advanced than this game. What about you, Max? Any puzzle games that I didn't mention?
I don't know. I think you mentioned a lot of the
A lot of the
big
ones that
names.
we like, at least.
Guess I also like Silkabond type of puzzles.
Oh,
There's-
yeah,
there's
yeah.
boxes around. I'm just making lines.
I wonder if it's possible to speedrun this game.
I highly doubt this game has an ending screen.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it, but I really doubt it.
Tetris on NES kind of had an ending screen. It was more of an animated little cutscene that plays before it loops. Our mom was the only one who was able to achieve that.
Yep, yep.
She was quite good at the game at one point.
Ooh, that was a close one.
More sparks are appearing. Man,
Yeah, you can
guy got
change
really aggressive.
direction very quickly.
Yeah,
Well,
I think we've shown as much as we humanly can here with
yeah.
our level of skill.
So that was Kicks. I'm not very good at the game, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a good way to waste maybe 10 to 15 minutes of your time if you're waiting to get a haircut or some kind of appointment.
Yeah, I would definitely
But,
give the edge to the arcade version, though. From what I was seeing, it's, I mean, it plays mostly the same, but there's something about the graphics and the sound design in that version that is kind of striking. It definitely would have stood out in the arcades back in the day.
Wow, this demo,
Yeah, they're playing a
Players-
lot better than we are.
man, you almost got the thing trapped.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so if you're into quick little puzzle games like this, you can. It's not terribly hard to find this. You can get this on all kinds of computers and mobile devices. It's a cult classic.
All right, we hope you enjoyed the video.
I'm Max Cal.
I'm Carl Asami.
Take care.
Later. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Twin Opinion cares about your opinion, and your participation keeps us alive. So share your comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. You can also find Twin Opinion on Facebook or visit our website at asamiarrow.com.